Hey, hi, hello, I'm Bushwookie and welcome to my channel. Getting back into Kentucky Route Zero. We left off at Sam and Ida's. We just lost Conway, and so yeah, let's just go ahead and dive back into our little adventure. Hello out there, headed up or down? Sometimes I wonder myself, best never to dive with doubt in your heart, though it can't always be helped. Well, head on upstairs and she'll take care of you. I'll be along in a minute. Okay. I don't think Blue came with me. That makes me really sad. Just in time, we're already finished eating, but we're about to place a to-go order for Clara. She's back on board getting ready for her show. Take a look at the menu. I'm sure there's something you'll like. Ida is a bit of a local celebrity, for her cooking, I mean. Hey, Ezra, was just asking about you. He's around the corner playing a video game. Maybe go let him know you're back. Or where's the old man, anyway? About that. Aw, bad luck. You'll get it next time. Hey, got a quarter? He's almost got this. It's true. Sure, I have 1/4. Thank you. So, where's... They took him. Damn. Yeah, he really got himself into a situation there. Yeah, I'm gonna go sit down. Cool. The food here is good here. I think everyone else is finishing up, but you could probably get something to go. Alright, Claw Maestro. Let's give it another shot. So let's see what's on top of the pile here. There's a stuffed octopus, a plastic bag full of clamshells, a cowboy hat, and some big headphones. The octopus has a leg wrapped around the boombox underneath it. The shells are pretty clear, but I don't know if the claw can really grip the bag well. The cowboy hat is in the corner, so it's kind of tricky to tell if it's wedged in or not. Those headphones might be a good bet, but I can't see the cord. It could be wrapped around something. I'm gonna go for the octopus. Wow, alright. I admire your confidence. Okay, when I put this quarter in, you'll have about 8 seconds to grab your prize. The octopus is square in the middle. Let me know if you need help lining it up. I've got a slightly different view of the field from up here. Ready? Here we go. Johnny inserts the coin and the machine awakens. 8. Claw hovers in the front left corner of the machine. Does this look right? Yeah, it looks good to me. Go for it. 5. We're gonna go for it. It grabs the octopus. The octopus is attached too securely to the plastic boombox beneath it. It slips from the claw's grasp. Ah, no good. I had a feeling the octopus was a little too comfortable in there. Hey, listen. It sounds like the old man you were following around, I guess he had to leave. Is he coming back? Well, probably not. He's got himself on a trajectory, you know? Anyway, I don't know what kind of plans you have now, but if you need help figuring out your next move, you can always talk to me and Miss Junebug. I just wanted to make sure you know that. Could I keep going with you? Hey, I've got no objection. We have a pretty ad hoc thing going on, me and Junebug. I'd have to talk to her, but I bet you're welcome to tag along for a while if you're into it. Hey, maybe we still have time to poke around this place a little. They have some pretty wild stuff in here. Hey, did you see this? They keep a table full of fake food over here. I've never known why. Actually, I think it might be real food, coated with shellac or something. Preserved. Oh, and look, this tentacle-looking thing is half eaten. This is someone's meal they just didn't finish? I dare you to take a bite. Haha, you first. Okay. Whoa, hold on, I'm just kidding. If Sam and I had preserved this half-eaten meal, it must have been pretty important to them, right? Maybe it belonged to someone they care about. Like a beloved uncle had a mid-meal stroke, so they kept it in his memory. Yeah, like the sunflower seeds my folks left behind. Oh, I'm sure your folks are fine, though. Are you worried about them? Yeah, it's weird that they just disappeared. Yeah, listen, that's okay to be worried. You're doing fine. Weird, somehow I thought it was his truck and delivery and all. It was, that's what she's saying, but he gave it to her before they took him away. But you're going to deliver it anyway? Why? He's my friend. He needs my help to finish his job. That's right, he's our friend too. Johnny and I will help you unload when we get there. Lift with your legs, Cricket. Yes, ma'am. So how was everything? How was the sweet cave snail? Devastating. You're a killer, Ida. Well, I can't take all the credit. Sam came across a whole cave snail colony down there about a year back, and we've been leaving rock candy for them to gorge on since. We just started harvesting earlier this month. Yes, it's all about patience down here. Everything grows more slowly in the dark. There's a fish in Lake left that lives to 200 years, and its flavor profile only develops at about 75. I've got a pot of bones in there that's been stewing for at least a week. I don't even remember why I put them on. Come to think of it, I don't even remember what kind of bones they are. Oh, we need one for the road. Clara said she wanted, something primordial, she said. What does that mean? Something old-fashioned? Ah, could be. Here, you pick. I'm no good at this. Typical woman. I think she'd like... old scallop with small salad and cavefish. Good choice. Your friend will love it. I'll have that right out. Ezra leans over the table and carefully examines the preserved food and drink. He gently compresses a pea-sized eyeball on a plate. The eye is hard, like glass. Oh, you like candied fish eye? Most kids are repulsed just looking at them, which is a shame because they're really delicious. I have a bowl of them in the kitchen. I'll bring some out. Sorry I startled you, sweetie. Why didn't they finish their meal? Well, they had more than twice as much food as they really needed, so even half was too much. This food is about 15 years old, it's true. Things were different then. Nobody came to eat here. We were fighting just to keep the lights on. Sam, my husband Sam, was depressed. He couldn't catch anything that was part of the problem. Most of what we served was shipped and frozen or dried, and I just threw it in the fryer. We've both come a long way since then. Well, 2 young men came in for dinner. Seasoned divers, they said. Over 10,000 hours between them and the lake left alone. They had been out all day salvaging parts from a riverboat wreck and had worked up a fierce hunger, they said. They ordered the whole menu without even looking. It was a short menu in those days. I saw them right here and went back to the kitchen. Sam was at the next table doing a Sudoku and drinking malt liquor, his usual routine at the time. An hour later, I was cleaning up when Sam came bursting into the kitchen. Ida, he said, kind of frantic, these divers are still hungry. Bring them another course. And I said, they already ordered the whole menu. Sam said, make something new. Keep making up dishes. Whatever, just keep bringing out food. So I did until the small hours of the morning. I made up so many new dishes that night, I could write a book, and it was good. Inspired. But I was working so hot and fast at the burning edge of inspiration, I didn't think to write any of it down. And I was so wrecked with exhaustion the next day, I knew I couldn't remember what all I'd done in the kitchen. Sam thought we could take a photograph of the leftovers, but we couldn't get the lighting right, so we just shellacked the whole table. Now when I need inspiration for the menu, I come out and look here and think about all those ingenious dishes I threw together for those divers. Oh, what, sweetie? I love you. My puppy's giving me a look. Of course, they didn't pay their full bill. I heard one of them complaining to the other, "Let's just pay half and let them charge the other half to whatever demon in the kitchen kept making up food faster than we could ask for it." But it all worked out. Things have really turned around since then. This place is actually pretty popular now. The success in our expanded menu inspired Sam too. He started bringing back the most magnificent ingredients from his nightly dives. I'd better get to work. Stay right here, sweet, and I'll bring you a treat on my way back out. I actually read that pretty good, guys. Well, buddy, I guess... Shouldn't have said anything about reading it good. Well, buddy, I guess you're the catch of the day. The one and only, haha. So, what are you? You look like, well, some kind of fish, I guess. Kind of a mopey little guy, huh? Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. You smell like... sort of buttery. Well, that should be just fine. Skin feels like sandpaper. Huh, well, she'll figure something out. I think I'll call you... Buttery fish? Welcome to the Salmonitas, the one and only buttery fish. I hope you enjoy your stay. I mean, not too much. Have you ever seen a creature like me before? You were pretty far down there. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm the first, except there were 2 divers who went before me long ago. Maybe that was before your time. How old are you anyway, I wonder? They ate here once, back in the bad old days. 2 young guys. Could have been brothers, maybe. I was over in the corner with my coffee and crossword. I hadn't been able to catch a thing, so I'd have just fried up something from frozen. Well, these guys were hungry enough to eat it and asked for more, and they did at least as much talking as eating. See, like I said, they were divers, and like I said, they might have been brothers. They had a kind of a rivalry going between them or something. Ida was about to write up their check, but I slipped calmly and quietly into the kitchen for a minute and told her to just keep bringing out food. I figured they wouldn't notice, caught up in their boasting as they were, and I wanted to listen. They went back and forth for hours about all the deep and dangerous dives they had been on, new tunnels they discovered, all the weird creatures they encountered at the weirdest depths of Lake Leth. It was like a dance. No, like a boxing match. Each story went deeper than the last, and I listened to every word of it, memorized every description of every tunnel and diving route they discovered. That's my map now, you see? For 15 years I've been using routes those 2 young divers discussed right there at that table. Yeah, I could write a guidebook to the depths of this lake, but I don't dare. Someone would steal my good diving spots, and then where would we be? See, people come here from all over just to try our daily catch, because they know it's unique. Ain't you proud? Since I can't write any of it down, I just preserved that table where they had their meal so I can look at it to jog my memory, like they were eating pickled crab when they talked about the shipwreck full of salamanders. Pretty clever, huh? It's my own secret code. Well, I'll be straight with you, buttery fish. There's one feature of this arrangement that I find unsettling. In fact, I lose a decent amount of sleep over it. I told you those boys were competing, right? One-upping each other? I mean, each getting wilder and more adventurous as they traded tales. Well, I navigate mostly in the dark down there, just going by touch and kind of mental picture I can construct from their detailed boasts. And every time I explore a new diving spot from real recollections, I have to weigh it all against the risk that I am headed right into a dangerous falsehood. One of those men could have felt for a moment like he was losing some ground in their little duel, so he could have slipped a fake one in there. Maybe he told a fib about some dive he went on and found a colony of blind shrimp living in a discarded refrigerator, and when I get down there, My diving bell cracks open on a sharp rock where he said that fridge would be, and that's the end of Salmonitos. Okay, can you leave the cat alone, please? Mavis, leave the cat alone. Hey Sam, good haul tonight? We'll see what she can make of it. Yeah, pretty good, I think. I had some trouble down by the narrow tunnel. Some kind of fast-growing freshwater barnacles just about sealed it up. I picked away for half an hour before I gave up and went around the other way. But I got the catch of the day. That's the important part. That's what people travel for. What's the catch today? This here is a buttery fish. Mopey, sandpapery, old fish. I don't know how she'll fix him, but that sandpapery quality ought to do something for, what do they call it? Mouthfeel? Will you stay for a drink? I've got a dark rum that goes well with coffee. I think we're about to leave, but thanks. Just passing through. Hey, aren't we all? Oh, she's got your food ready. You all enjoy your meal, alright? Why is it waving like this?
Just passing through my treasures and my hopes are placed beyond the blue. Many friends and kin have gone on before, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore.
Back on the river we go. What is that, a bunch of trash? See that? Just looks like a swirling mess of garbage, doesn't it? Well, that's what it is. Oh, okay, yeah. It's a bunch of trash. I don't know why trash seems to collect right there of all the spots on the lake, but it's always been that way. Everyone just navigates around it like it was an island or something. I think I see some desks and chairs swirling around the edge there. Those all-in-one desks like they were having schools, if I remember right. It's been a few years since I saw the inside of one. Those must have washed down from somewhere. I've never known there to be a school on the lake. Oh, there was Gemini School of Beauty. It was run by sisters, Cassie and Paula, indistinguishable except for their haircuts. But I wouldn't think they'd have used desks like that. We used to stop there most every night to let someone off for a cheap haircut. Student stylists, you know, they spared many a sailor the pain of a botched do-it-yourself do. But I guess they got in deep in the power company. Those blow dryers and curling irons burn a lot of coal. It's a shame they had to close down. The haircuts are gone, but the hair keeps growing. Well, this cluttered place makes a decent local museum. It's as good as it's as good a history as I could ever tell. We arrived at a small houseboat neighborhood that sometimes hosted concerts for the pleasures of its residents, where Clara was scheduled that night to perform. Junebug and Johnny watched the show from the dockyard with the others. Oh, what are those things called? theremin. That's what those things are called. Oh. I remember this. I told you. Yeah, you don't have to say it. Only because it's always true. Haha. She played at the flower shop. Serrano opened. He was having trouble with his tape machine, so he just droned out on the lap steel. He got really into it and he went on for like forever. Everyone was falling asleep. Not everyone. I remember the air was warm, perfumed. You were playing with some petals you found on the floor, and I was looking at the ceiling. I remember the ceiling was glass. During the week, that room was a greenhouse. I don't know where they put all the plants when they had bands in. Maybe outside if the weather was nice. It was nice that night, warm, smelled like spring. I remember the folding chairs, so uncomfortable, but I guess it was their only option. They had to pack everything up during the week so there'd be room to display the flowers. Wow, look at Ezra, he's wrapped. Haha, yeah, he's really into it. So, we were talking about him earlier at the gas station. Sure, I haven't forgotten, Cricket. Cool, yeah, I know. Anyway, what do you think about Ezra traveling with us for a while? We were in the back. Passing messages in code. We used a code for our own design. Inscrutable to observers, transmitted by taps on the wrists. You told me a joke. It was the one about the prisoners exchanging dirty moonshine recipes. I told you the one about the 3 bears in the outhouse. Then you told me one about the dentist with the rude prosthetic. We had to leave the room. If I sound hesitant or something, it's just... when we met, we were nothing. Just these little gray shadows, and we grew and filled in, but we did all of that together. Ezra, sure, he's just a kid, but he's already a person. What would that do to our system, our chemistry? He took a wrong turn in the hallway and ended up in the basement. I remember the air was cool and damp like a cave. I remember the lingering perfume of the greenhouse giving way to the earthy plant smell, like we were digging down to the roots. A grimy door in the corner caught my eye. I remember the door was stuck. There was a large gap underneath it. You reached your arm under the door. You came back with a handful of dirt and confetti. You forced the door. Oh, whoop. I shined a light under the door. Through the gap, I could see brightly colored paper. You forced the door. It wasn't as stuck as we thought. The door burst open and we fell through. Hey, I got the masters for the new record back from Lazar. They're okay, but What? You listened to them without me? You were at the pet shop. I didn't think I could tear you free. Oh, okay. Anyway, there are a few spots where the strings distorted a little and the whole thing was way too much reverb. But overall, it sounds pretty good. The new drum machine fits right into the mix. Nice. The only question is how to do it live. I can't control the drum machine and sing and dance at the same time. And you've got your hands full of guitar. We switched on the lights. The room was crowded with colorful wreaths for births, quinceañeras, weddings, funerals, celebratory wreaths, but there was something kind of sad about it. We got back to the greenhouse just as Clara was tuning up. She relaxed her shoulders, took a deep breath, raised both hands into their precise positions, and the room started shaking. Clara hit a note that made the glass rattle in sympathy, a perfect 2 octaves lower. She looked like a sorceress, tearing down the building with an effortless wave and incredible focus, coaxing the empty air into some kind of moaning, rattling demon. That's the one thing about the theremin. It's the only instrument you never touch. You could see a wave of concern propagating through the greenhouse, people looking up at the trembling glass ceiling, looking at each other to see if anyone else was worried, trying to catch Claire's eye and discern if she was doing it on purpose or not, if she were really trying to bury us all in glass. I'm just saying, maybe we could use a third pair of hands up there. Oh. Oh! Think you could teach that kid to play a drum machine? Ma'am, I could teach a dog to play a drum machine. Well, that'll be our backup plan. It was a tense 5 minutes. We, the audience, alternated between fearing for our lives and lamenting hers that could have given her the kind of emotional experience to play this devastating song. Then slowly, gently, Claire's hands came to rest. The theremin went quiet. The glass stopped rattling, and the room relaxed, unharmed. I met a photographer once. I mean, one in particular. She even took my portrait. I can't imagine why. She said it would immortalize me. That was a metaphor, of course. She meant I'd never be forgotten. As she was disembarking, not far from here actually, the film fell out of her bag and was borne away by the current. I was working on deck at the time. She shot me a sad, apologetic glance, but I wasn't bothered. It's no shame to be forgotten. Oh, child. What's this place like? Dogwood Drive. It's in a small town, or I really don't know. I got the manifest the old man had in his truck here. Puppy. Ma'am, this isn't gonna work. I know, I love you too, but can you back up? Or lay down? Oof. Gosh, you're fat. Okay. Lisette's Antiques. Mail order delivery, no return address, shipping address, 5 Dogwood Drive, packing list, and then it's just numbers. I guess the inventory numbers of the antiques he was supposed to be delivering. Anyway, I'm glad you're coming with us. Yes, I'm always eager to see more of the country, and I enjoy the company. I will have to find a bus or a train to get on to Nashville by evening. Well, they have buses everywhere, right? Or, hey, I could drive you to Nashville. Seems I have a truck now, only how are we going to get up these stairs? That's quite a staircase. Is there another route, a tunnel or something? No way out but up. I guess we could wait for the mammoth to come back around and take us a little further down, but that won't be until late afternoon. Looks like we're making the rest of this trip on foot. Ma'am, can you back up, please? Thank you. Is it safe to just leave the truck here? Sure, I don't think anyone but us could get it started again. Alright, Cricket, let's get this delivery packed and tie it into the bundles. We're hiking it upstairs. What's in there? Antiques, I guess. Antiques. Yeah, antiques are... it's like junk, but people will pay for it. Oh. Sorry, I guess you'll be taking the bus after all. It's okay. It'll be an adventure. Tired? Don't worry, lady. We're almost there. Oh, hi, Aang. I figured it was Stitch. All the babies just a coming to see me. Got my angers. Just a little purr box. All right. Alright, you guys, and Act 4. So I figure next episode I will be doing the in-between section between Act 4 and 5. I'm gonna make that an episode by itself. If it's super short, then it's super short. Hopefully I'll be able to pump out at least half of Act 5 very shortly after, so even if it is a small episode, it's not going to leave you hanging for too long. If you're enjoying this, like, subscribe, thumbs up, all that fun stuff. If this is the first episode you've gotten to see of this, I highly recommend you back to the beginning, because this game is just... I didn't know what to expect, and it has surprised me a whole bunch. Like, I think this is called, like, the people that made this are Cardboard Computer Company or something like that, and, like, they've done an amazing job. Like, I'm loving this game. I really am. Really excited to play it all the way through for you guys. And so, yeah, but until next time, Bushwookie out.